Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard. I want to talk to you today about mental health and mood-related concerns. Many of my patients who come to see me for that, they feel like they did something wrong, like they were somehow responsible for making this happen. In fact, new science shows that people who are diagnosed with a mental health issue, 86% of them delay therapy because they're afraid they're going to get judged. There's a well-documented stigma associated with mental health or mood-related concerns. Now, new studies are showing that these concerns may be just as physiological as getting your gallbladder taken out, having appendicitis, or getting your tonsils removed. That there are new studies showing that there are physiological factors that can cause mood-related concerns. Bottom line is it might not be your fault, which is really important, I think, for patients to hear, that these mood-related concerns may be physiological. A host of new science suggesting, for example, we have trillions of microbes in our intestinal tract, hundreds of millions of neurons in our intestinal tract. Those microbes make the neurotransmitters like dopamine. 95% of it's made in your intestinal tract. Other neurotransmitters like serotonin are made inside your intestinal tract. These hormones are directly linked to our mood stability. Microbes travel through the vagus nerve and other pathways from your gut to your brain and your brain back to your gut, delivering messages of what's going on out in that crazy, stressed world and how do we mitigate and deal with that. So there are microbes involved in our mood stability. We absolutely know. And if you take the fecal matter out of an anxious mouse and put it into the calm mouse gets anxious, and vice versa. So we know that that's a fact. There's new discoveries, very recent discoveries of lymphs in the brain, microscopic lymphs in the brain that drain the brain of things like beta amyloid plaque and other toxic chemicals. And they drain while you sleep. And they're microscopic. And the theory is that, hunter-gatherers, they would walk 10 to 15 miles a day, always physically active, pumping the big lymphs in our body to do the major detoxification of the body. But these microscopic lymphs are easily congested. And if all of a sudden humans become more sedentary, which they are, and they're not getting the big lymphs to move, it's very reasonable to assume that those big lymphs, the big toxic load, can easily congest the microscopic lymph in the brain, which are newly discovered that drain your brain and your central nervous system, that are directly linked to mood-related concerns, autoimmune conditions, and a host of other cognitive and mental and emotional issues. So is it possible that our mood-related concerns, our inability to handle stress, is simply related to congested lymph, which we track that back to poor digestion, which we track that back to stress, which impacts your gut, takes out your good microbes, affects the ability for your microbes to send serotonin to the brain and dopamine to the brain, and directly feedback brain-gut relationships so the bugs know what to do and how to respond. And is that imbalance of digestion, which most folks have, 70 to 80% of Americans are complain of some type of digestive disorder, is that related to lymphatic congestion? Good science says it is. And are those big lymphs not draining either as a result of poor digestion and stress, or as a result of lack of physical activity, or the combination of the two, both of which can compromise your ability to sleep? And when you don't sleep well, the microscopic lymphs don't drain. So when you put all the pieces of the puzzle together, it just might not be your fault. And there may be things that we can do to unravel these underlying factors that can get you back to having mood stability and the ability to handle stress like you once were able. I've written in detail in the article associated with this video, I've written details about what herbs and what foods and how to reboot your probiotics and get your microbes back into line. So I've given you all types of strategies in the article associated with this video. So please check it out here at LifeSpa.com. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard. Hi, did you like this video? Do you like our content here at LifeSpa? You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/John Douillard right here and get this valuable content every week in your inbox.
This recording is brought to you by LifeSpa, where ancient Ayurvedic wisdom meets modern science. Get access to free health video newsletters by Dr. John at LifeSpa.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.